What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Millzy, back with Hometown Commander, back for another episode of Thursday Night Brawl. Tonight, we have a fun one. I'm trying to step out with these videos, figure out what I want to do. I think this week will be the last week of me doing 2 decks on one episode. I think going forward, I'm just going to do 1 deck in an episode. Try to keep it a little more focused on one commander. But tonight, in Standard Brawl, we are playing Myrel, Shield of Argive. This is try to be Soldier Tribal in all respects, but we also have some other things. But the main goal here is Soldier Tribal, go wide, have some fun, and try to win the game on the ground. Myrel says that our opponents can activate the abilities of, I believe it's spells, artifacts, or creatures on our turn. So that should help us avoid removal on our turn. But we're also going to be trying to go a little bit wide, try to win on the ground. We're going to be susceptible to removal, so we need to be a little bit careful. But I think we can do well. And her second ability says whenever she attacks, create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. So we're trying to go wide with the soldiers to allow Myrel to make more soldiers. Not a bad opening hand, two lands. I found with mono white decks that you kind of got to take what you can get. I can mulligan into Oblivion, but I mean, the most 10 lands I've ever seen in a mono white deck playing Adeline, who we're going to play next, is 3. So I don't want to go gung-ho here and expect us to get much more. We play the Valiant Vesture down, pumps all of our soldiers, and for 5 mana, we can exile it out of our graveyard to put a counter on everything. Cool, we saw our 3rd land. I think we tossed the wedding enchantment down, or the wedding announcement down. Don't see any reason not to attack. They can block here and take 3, which is what I expect them to do. And then that the wedding announcement will draw us a card. We have our 4th mana for Myrel. And the cool part here is in 2 turns, wedding announcement's going to flip and just pump all of our creatures. Okay, so we see the fight there come out, which is okay. I mean, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but I'm okay with it. The good part is the fight was not there for Myrel when it comes down. Don't really see the point in attacking, so we'll get that 1/1. The 1/1 is a human; it's not a soldier, so it's not going to pump our count for Myrel. But that's okay. I don't think it matters much at all. Ooh, Adeline off the top is a great draw. The cool part about Adeline is, although it's not a soldier and it doesn't make soldier tokens, it's just going to continue to make all of our attacks even better by giving us that extra 1/1 that's attacking. So they can double block Myrel, and if that's the case, then we probably kind of just have to live with it. But I'm going to attack with this, so this will get +1/+1. And we'll leave this token back. So we get the 3 1/1s, since we have 3 soldiers when this attacks. Oh, and they scoop it up. Perfect. The reason I did that was to try to avoid the double block here. I mean, I probably would have killed the Lum Speaker and lost Myrel, and then, we could have replayed it the next turn. But even though Adeline's not a soldier, this is the exact reason why Adeline's in the deck. You get the immediate attack benefit every single time. And then now we have a ton of blockers. Now, I don't know what other removal they had. Green has a lot of this fight removal. And now the question is, what do you pick, right? Do you pick Myrel? Do you pick Adeline? At that point, our value is so high off the ground that it's tough to do that. So cool. It's always good to get a win. That was a ton of fun. This is where I kind of like a mono white on Arena. It tends to be very aggro. And I think one of the things that I find the most aggravating about Arena at times is how certain strategies kind of get buffed when it's 1v1 control and things like that. Don't do as well in EDH as they do in Brawl. What's cool about mono white in Brawl is that you get to kind of take advantage of the aggro strategy, which gets even better. Again, we see a 2-lander here. I have the Valorous stance. Does Vadra go +X+X? It does. So we would have removal or +1/+1. So we would have removal with Valorous Stance. We would have the Veteran. We do have removal with the March of the Worldly Light. I think I'm going to keep it. I would love to see an extra land here off the top if possible. If not, we may be in trouble. Okay, yep, and we see the second plains. Cool. We've got 2 pieces of removal we can use. All right, so we see Balmor. To get rid of Balmor, we would have to put... we'd have to pitch a card. So let's kind of wait and see. We also have Valorous Stance as well, but I want to see if they're gonna play. So they play Relic of Legends. I think what I'm gonna do here is X is gonna be 2. We're gonna pitch Savior of Allenbach, and we're gonna get rid of Balmor now. The Relic of Legends can come in. That's perfectly fine. All right, so now we're at 3 mana. I think we're going to get the Veteran down and pass. Turn 4 here. We'll try to stick Myrel. I'm a little bit worried about a counterspell at this point. We are playing against the blue deck, but they do fully commit to Vadric. I could lay down Arms Vadric. That would be a plan. That would still allow me to give... Question is, do I just jam Myrel and attack? Let's do that. We see the Artized Scorn. Okay. So we figured that a counterspell was going to come out eventually, so we'll swing in. We can still lay down Arms this Vadric because we have 4 planes now. So what I'd like to do is see if we can bait out something from them. I love the idea of trying to jam this Wandering Emperor, but I feel like that could be a stupid option. We would still have room to lay down Arms. Let's try it. Let's see if we can get this down and exile this Vadric. We see the negate. Let's try the lay down Arms. I expect this to get countered as well, but maybe I'll be surprised. I don't even mind them getting the 3 life because the whole goal of Vadric, right, is to get Vadric out and start stacking it up. So I want to try to... Okay, so I take it that was a draw to try to find a counterspell. Okay, so no counterspell. They're just trying to use all of their value that they can. All right, well, that kind of stinks. I mean, we can replay the Veteran again, so it's not that big of a deal. We see Saheeli probably making Thopters. I like this because we pushed Vadric off of their game plan. Their game plan in all reality is to... We see a stop here. The game plan in Vadric in all reality is to get it out and get it... started stacking. You want Vadric to get as high as possible because then all of your extra turn spells and things like that, which I don't think there's actually any extra turn spells in Standard at the moment. But in Historic Brawl for sure. Do I even bother Valorous Stancing this? I kind of want to do it just to hold on to some value and make them waste the spell. I feel like I'm going to end up regretting that because they're probably literally going to just remove it again. But I feel like why not have some fun? Again, there's no extra turn spells in Brawl to my knowledge, but in Historic Brawl, if this was Vadric, you would be wanting to get as high as possible to play those extra turn spells, Crackle with Power, these massive spells that do good damage. Okay. Well, I kind of feel like we should try to slam Myrel, but I have a gut feeling that it's just going to get countered if I do. So I'm going to use Recruitment Officer's effect, see if we can find another creature. Okay. I think that's fine. It's on the stack, so it's going to go off regardless whether they kill it or not. Sure, we'll take Thalia. We'll slam a Thalia. So this is going to make all their spells cost a little bit more. So we're back up to the same cost. We're reducing Vadric's costs at the moment. I have a feeling this is going to get to be a tough matchup. I have a feeling we're probably going to get outvalued. Unfortunately, as much as I wish that wouldn't be the case, I have a gut feeling we are going to try to hold on, but at least they're not blocking, which I feel like is at least they're not attacking, which is at least good. Well, I have to do it. I have a gut feeling it's going to get countered, but let's have some fun. Okay. Was that an attempt to now counter this spell? Yeah. Okay, well, that probably means Myrel's never going to get casted, so we'll pass it up here. I think, unfortunately, we had to try to run them through all their counter spells. I guess if we draw land next turn, we might be able to stick Myrel, but at this point, I worry we might just be too late. We may have just run through everything that we have. Although they are down on cards, maybe. Okay, Argivian Cavalier comes in and makes a soldier. No response there. Vadric's a 4/5, so I won't be attacking. At least not anytime soon. Saheeli, unfortunately, at this point, is just going to run away. Man, this is rough. I've got to have some plan to stop Vadric at some point. I'm not entirely sure what my plan is. They're obviously not going to attack. I guess I'll try to hold for ransom it. This would push me through for a good attack if I can. I expect this to get countered. The hold for ransom here, my only hope here is to allow me to start attacking. Once I pin this Vadric down, I can start attacking. And yeah, that's what I expected to happen. All right, so that pretty much ruins that plan of going after it. Delver, does it flip? Delver doesn't flip. So the bad part now is we're top decking. Of course, a land could get us Myrel, but I just kind of worry that Myrel would have been good because then they couldn't counter any of our spells. But I feel like we are way past the point of doing much good. I'll give it one more turn. I'll give it one more turn to see if we can find something half decent. My other plan for this next turn is just full swing at Saheeli. Yeah, that could also do it. I think that probably just does it for us. I just don't know if we can find any plan to get out of that one. So I think I'm just going to scoop that one up and save us the little bit of time. It kind of sucks because I feel like we started the game really well, but we started the game really well, but it just devolved, unfortunately, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. All right, Ligrella. Love this deck. There's nothing like a blink deck in Brawl. We have 2 lands. We have a couple removal spells. I trust that we'll hit the 3rd land. We do have plenty of lands in the deck. We basically just want to kill Ligrella as soon as it hits the battlefield. We want to stop Ligrella from starting those hard loops, if possible. The other good thing with Ligrella is we want to stop them from getting any creatures down that they can loop the ETB effects for. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Feels like kind of a waste of a fateful absence, but sure. All right, we'll return the favor. Well, I guess I can crack the clue on their turn. So let's bluff like because we do technically have this otherworldly light. Let's bluff like we have something. Okay, so there's a solid chance that this is just a Lagrella soldiers list, which actually makes a ton of sense if you think about it. It would actually make a ton of sense if you think about it, because we have Harbin, right, and Skystrike Officer in blue and blue white, and then you have King Darien in green white, right? So Lagrella actually makes a ton of sense now that I think about it. I'm hoping they attack so I can use this kill shot, but we'll see. Sweet. We'll just hit the kill shot. Get that out of the way. Okay. Elspeth. And we'll give it, I guess, Vigilance. Choice really doesn't matter all too much there, but I actually think I like this idea. Now, the thing with Lagrella is, it's probably the best Bant choice for soldiers. I guess you could technically argue, maybe Falco if you're looking to put the counters on it with other things, like if you're looking to go for this kind of game plan with Glorious Sunrise or other things to give counters. Lagrella's 3. All right, so cracking the clue, resolve. I just want my Guardian back. We'll give it another counter, and we'll give it Vigilance. Oh, no, we can't attack because it came in this turn. I kind of want to keep up the Destroy Evil, because I'm half interested in getting rid of this Glorious Sunrise. I mean, Lagrella, we're going to enter the same loop we just went into where Lagrella comes out. It's going to take Guardian, Nubinalia. This is my problem with Lagrella right here, is how do we stop this loop from going? I mean, we killed Lagrella once. If we kill it again, they still can get it back. Pious is a soldier. I'm now realizing how decent this idea is. Let's -3 Elspeth first. I want to see what we come across. Citizen's Arrest seems fun. Yeah, let's do that. and we get Lagrella. Lagrella now goes up to 7. See, I kind of want a Myrel, but that's the thing. It gets hexproof for 3. We wouldn't have enough mana to protect Myrel. And I feel like they're for sure playing Lagrella again, right? I feel like that's probably just the case, right? They're probably just playing Lagrella again for the 7 mana. Valorous Stance. That's a bummer. Yep, gotta let that go, unfortunately. At least we know they're not playing Lagrella this turn. Well, the block doesn't matter at this point because Elspeth dies either way, so why take the trade? Man, what a bummer. I kind of like this idea, though. I like this Lagrella idea. I think instead of like going to Historic Brawl, maybe like Chulane, like a Chulane soldiers list, or I'm trying to think who else in Bant would be a good commander for. Bant soldiers. Chulane. I guess Lagrella. But I wonder how many soldiers have ETBs. Like, I guess that would be a question I'd like to know. How many soldiers have ETBs that you could take advantage of? Do we just do this? we do the Myrel again? If this gets countered, we're in a world of hurt. But I think we do it. Wash away. I can vanquish the horde next turn. I guess we just hope that we can bait them to play as much as they can. And do that. Yeah, I don't really like my outs here. I think, unfortunately, we kind of just got outclassed here again. I mean, I don't think my choices were bad, necessarily. I just think we got outplayed. Interested to see what their hold is here. A 1-mana white spell. That intrigues me. A 1-mana white spell in Standard. Interesting that we're holding a stop here. Are they trying to rope me, or are we just not realizing that there's something that's holding them up? I guess my plan next turn, my hope is they play Lagrella, take my Guardian of Adalia, and then we just try to vanquish the horde. But I don't know that I see an out. I could pin a creature down with Hold for Ransom. I want to see if they'll block with Rego. We'll pitch the Hold for Ransom. Try to get rid of this shield counter. So that way when we hit this Vanquish the Horde next turn, the Rego will die. I really hope they just Lagrella, and I really hope they don't take Rego. That would be the hope now, but I feel like they will. Oh, they can't. Oh, they choose to take none of theirs. Okay, well, I don't think there's any single mana blue counter spells that are going to save them from this Vanquish the Horde, so let's do it. I can't think of any. Slip out the back. Oh, no. Yep, slip out the back does it. Yeah, I got to scoop this one up. Man, what a bummer. I feel like that one, again, just decent sequencing, just getting killed on the removal. I think I'm going to put Lagrella Soldiers down on my list to try. That seems kind of cool. Because Lagrella's kind of interesting removal. Okay. Are we going to face a Falcospara Soldiers deck? Did I just speak it into existence? We go first. Turn 2 Thalia, I guess. Try to help us out. We've got good removal. The only problem is Thalia is about to make that removal a lot more expensive. Yeah, the bad part is I just completely made completely made this Aganjo more expensive. Nope. Okay. See if they know whether or not Thalia has first strike. They do. Okay, good. I was kind of figuring maybe we'd get through it kind of cheeky, but nope. Were aware. Gala Greeters. Okay, so this is just an actual straight up +1/+1 counters deck. I feel kind of let down now. We escaped the world where we could have played against a Falcospara Soldiers list, but that's okay. We'll go get a Plains off this Restoration of Aganjo. Again, we'll attack. I guess I could block, but I think it's going to come down to maneuvering this right to get rid of this Beast Caller when they put too much into it. I'd expect maybe Spara here. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, I can just Field of the Dead the Spara's headquarters, but I doubt that does much good for me. I'd love to Borrowed Time that Beast Caller now. If this is how this is gonna go, if this is what they're waiting for, the only worry I now have is it's mana value 2 or less. So decline. We have 5 mana. I guess I'll try the borrowed time. I kind of expect it to get countered here. No counter protection. Besaging the borrowed time. Okay. We'll just go get another plains. And no attacks there. Ooh, I feel like we're in a world of hurt. I feel like we got like 1 or 2 really good games, and now we're just getting... Yeah, the Thalia definitely hurt me. Probably should have waited the turn and would have opened up all this removal, but we still have the removal now. Destroy Evil can now take out Beast Caller. So that's kind of cool. Thalia does still have first strike. The question is, do I think they have a trick handy? See, the thing that worries me here is they still have blue open. So I can't just like completely commit to trying to nuke something because oh, I did not realize that Beast Caller gives them to all the other creatures. So that almost makes this worse. I can't leave up Disenchant. Or I can't leave up... I guess I could always block with Thalia. I guess I could always attack with Thalia, get it killed so that I could kill shot and hope that they... But I kind of feel like they would see that coming, wouldn't they? Resolute has flash, so I can still do that on their turn. Beginning of combat. So if I make a stop... This is... Okay, so my thought process here is we do this. Yep, training. I block with Thalia. And then we should be able to kill shot. We should be able to kill shot the Galagrators. There we go. Okay. So we got part of the problem out of the way. Good part now is our Myrel would be online. So let's get it down, I guess. I'm still worried that's a wash away. And it is. Yeah, I had a gut feeling that was a wash away. Let's at least pump this up. And live to fight another day. Oh, I had such a gut feeling that was a wash away. I hate that wash away is as common as it is in Brawl, but I had a gut feeling. We see the Spara come down. Is there any way I get out of this 5/6? Architect plus both of these would kill it, but is trading 3 creatures for a Parish Trainee worth its weight in gold. Because I only get 1 soldier out of it. No, I gotta let the attack go. I'd only get 1 spirit. I think we need what exactly? A board wipe? Yeah. At least I can disenchant the Apprentice. Moves the counters elsewhere. We didn't even fix the problem. But we band-aided the problem. All right, so we're going to get smacked in the air for sure. goes up to a 5/6. Yeah, we're going to have to block. And these blocks aren't going to be good. Well, time to triple block this as much as I don't want to. I expect a trick. I mean, at this point, they've had everything else. Why wouldn't they? No. Cool. I didn't realize it was a triple. Oh, because it was a 5. Oh, well, that worked out very handedly for me. That is also a massive Falcospara. What's my plan? I don't have any plan, do I? I can't get out of this. That's a 9/9 in the air that I can't block. So, yeah, I guess we'll just attack. I can't remember if I have a daily thing for attacking, but we'll just attack. I mean, the game's over. I'm dead to Falcospara in the air. So there's nothing I can do. Man, that's a bummer. All right, well, hey, we learned a lot about, this is actually my first couple games with Myrel. I think we learned a lot as far as what the deck can and can't do, and what the deck is capable of. So obviously removal, but there's not that much white removal. But okay. All right. We learned our lesson. Okay, so that was my attempt with Myrel in Standard Brawl. So let's move over to Adeline in Historic Brawl. This is a deck that I've had a ton of fun in Standard Brawl with, and so I wanted to move this one over to Historic Brawl. We are playing Myrel in it because there is a little bit of a soldier sub-theme with a lot of the cheap creatures that you want to play with Adeline. So I figured why not throw her in a deck that already kind of cares about having lots of little creatures and going wide. No, that first turn she comes down for 4. She kind of doesn't do very much. But I think literally every turn after that, she just makes good value. We also put in Valiant Veteran and the 3-mana soldier that puts the counters on creatures that we saw in that second game in this deck as well. But this is very much a build-up value over these first 2 turns and just get it moving. I like it. This Usher. And then if they don't play anything for creatures, which they don't, I think we just shove it Dunes. To attack Boast, get another creature token. And then next turn we Adeline attack, get another creature token. What is Arm the Cathars? Okay. I guess we could Vanguard Homestead Charge on the Usher. The Usher only becomes a 3/2, so that doesn't get us out of the range of... I think I'm content to just do this. Get in for the damage. That's the block I was hoping for. Why, though? Okay, I was going to say that. I was going to say, why take the trade? But yeah, that's perfect. All right, so we start up for next turn. Maybe we Arm the Cathars? That's such lifelink. Okay, Myrel. What we can do is Selfless Savior, Homestead Charge on Adeline, and then we can still sacrifice this Selfless Savior to give it indestructible. So if they try to block with a Tomebound Lich, I am fully willing to trade that Selfless Savior for it. Draw a card, lose a life. And yeah, no point in running out the Homestead Courage there. I have a gut feeling that Adeline's going to get removed, but I feel like we've put a lot of good value down already. We got around the Tomebound Lynch, which probably would have been a really bad start. Narfi is just going to bump other creatures, so I don't mind it. Shambling Ghast. Okay. Really could have used another land. So we're going to cycle this coordinated charge. Cool. I guess we'll Homestead Courage the Adeline. I don't mind making these attacks. Shambling Gas makes sense there. That makes sense. So probably going to kill this other 1/1. Guess they could make the treasure. Okay. So that attack probably wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, looking at that now, that attack was not as good as I thought it was going to be. But at least we stopped them from... getting a good attack in there. Hopefully we can have Myrel last the turn. Okay, amassing 1. Nothing has Death Touch at the moment. Okay. All right, 5 mana. I guess we'll Ladonto Vanguard. See, I'm half interested in Arm the Cathars, but I feel like it's not going to end well. I could Arm the Cathars to protect Myrel, making it a 6/7. Does anything have Death Touch at the moment? Nothing has Death Touch at the moment. Is it worth the 2 soldier tokens? Probably. Yeah, probably not. Okay, so we'll wait. I don't know if the attack right now is worth the 2 soldiers. I guess the question then becomes, is it worth the 2 soldiers next turn when we have the same exact attack? But I'm hoping we can get a decent block in here. The scary part is they're in black-blue, so they could have a lot of removal. Thirst for Discovery to draw. Yeah, that's fine. Because, like, Failing's Tactics, like, it's a pretty solid response now to block. Midnight Reaper. Okay. All right, we're at 7. If I Inspired Charge 7, 5, 3, I would still have enough mana to Phalanx Tactics. Can't give any of them Indestructible, though. But maybe, just maybe, we can survive this attack. Yeah, Adeline being a 10/7 is going to be very tough to deal with. My hope is okay, my hope was going to be they only blocked with enough. Okay. So we need 7 total here. Can we do it with the Phalanx? Yes, we can. So we'll do this. And then, yep, that's fine. Oh, boy. Well, we have to resolve all. Oh, maybe we can kill them with this Undead Augur. We'll pass it back. Can I kill them with Undead Augur triggers is the question now. That's a massive attack with those zombie tokens. Go part here so we can arm the Cathars for a swing back. Oh, wow. Well, I probably should have read Headless Rider a little more carefully. Cool part here is, can we really, in all honesty, just like force them to block our creatures and try to kill them? Probably not. I feel like if they attack with the zombies, then it just means we swing back. But I don't believe for a single second that they don't have any removal. That's what scares me, is the fact that they haven't played any removal yet. They are thinking. And I don't want to pitch the Cathars to give Vanguard... Oh, it's pay 4 life to give Indestructible. Okay. All right. Well, this is going to do a lot of... Okay, I was going to say this is going to tell me a lot of what I need to know. I can't do both. If I attack and they only block 1 apiece, I'm dead on the backswing. If I attack with just the 1/1s, I don't replace the 1/1s. I feel like we have to. I don't know that we have any other good options here. I feel like we are in a stalemate that I don't know how to break. I really would have loved to have top decked a board wipe there, but my guess is this gets countered. I feel like that's why the stop's currently happening. That or we have a removal spell that's about to get used. And I feel like either way. Okay, countering it, returning Adeline to our hand. Okay. I actually want it in the hand. Because we can replay it. Well, yeah, that kind of stinks. Got rid of the tokens that were on it, or the counters that were on it. I got to imagine they have something. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, I mean, do they even need to? 2, 4, 6, 18, 21. They probably don't even need to Onyx there. What do they lose? Honestly, what I trade with Narfi? I mean, yeah, I guess. Well, I'll at least triple block Narfi. At least we could try to be a little bit cheeky. They have to have something here. Like a literal board wipe, I think, is the only thing that gets me out of this. Ouch. Yep. Yeah, that checks out. I was going to say, I think the board wipe last turn would have been the only thing that would have gotten me out of that. But then again, we saw the Sublime Epiphany, so it wouldn't have mattered. All right, let's keep going. So what's our lesson there? I guess we get more aggressive. I guess that felt like it was doomed to not go our way. Pardon me. But I guess that's the lessons we learn. Go Shintai. I like the Oketra's Monument. I just wish we had something to play before it. Yeah, I just wish we had something to play before Oketra's Monument. Although I really like Oketra's Monument. Maybe we'll draw 1 or 2 drop along the way. We draw Cliffhaven Kite Sail, which we don't want to play because it automatically attaches itself. So we don't want to waste that just to get something on board. I'll play a Healer's Hawk. We don't really want to play we don't really want to play the Kite Sail because it already has flying. So there's no point in doing that, right? Selfless Savior. Well, this is kind of unfortunate because I really want to slam this Oketra's Monument, so that's what we're going to do. And then I'll just get in for the one with lifelink. I want to do this because now depending on what I draw, I might be able to play more than... Well, I guess I can. I can play 2 creatures next turn. I could play the Adeline and I can play the Selfless Savior. We see another land. Okay, what does Con Professor do? Let's go Savior first. Get the 1/1. Adeline. Get the 1/1. Kite Sail on Adeline. And we'll get in for 1. We'll get in for 1 and then we'll make the 1/1. Okay, Selfless Savior can give Adeline indestructible. I don't believe for a second that that's the only way that they're going to try to kill. All right, in response, we'll just sacrifice it and give Adeline indestructible, unless this was their big brain plan the entire time. All right, so it has indestructible until the end of turn, so that keeps Adeline a little bit safe. It also means we can just go ahead and take a free block as well. Mirari's Wake, okay. I now have a free block with Adeline on Citizen Champion now. Oh, never mind. Well, never mind. Cool. So we got to figure out... Oh, we have Valorous Stance. That's right. So we're going to Valorous Stance. No. Valorous Stance, Citizen Champion. I guess we'll play the Combat Professor. Get in for some damage. Honed in, doing 1 damage to, I guess, Healer's Hawk. We see Goshintai come down, which is going to give them the 1/1. Which will be a 2/2 because of Mirari's Wake. Oh gosh, going deep. What a time for a board wipe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Well, I don't feel like blocking it's going to do me any good in the grand scheme of things. Okay. I guess Adeline... Get a 1/1 Kite Sail on the Adeline. Give it flying. Like I want the 1/1, but the 1/1 just dies, doesn't it? Yep, that kills Adeline. Didn't even see that. Oh, yeah, this one's over. Yeah, I didn't even... I forgot about the honed and... Yep. Ouch. Well, Shrine's showing why it's such a dominant deck. It's very good. It's a very tough one to beat as well, especially when you're trying to go underneath it with an aggro deck. But I thought that game was okay. I mean, that's about what I expected in the grand scheme of things to happen. The one true downside to aggro is that exact experience right there, where if you can't provide yourself a quick enough setup to get into a good position, you will get, you will lose eventually. So, okay. Soul of Wind Grace. We're going to throw this down tapped and then do this so we can resolute on their end step. And then we can go into Adeline on our turn and get an attack in. Lotus Cobra. And then we'll flash in the Resolute. All right, now we'll get down Adeline and go swinging. Getting that next 1/1. So when there's battlefield, creatures go plus 1 game vigilance to end a turn. When a cartouche enters the battlefield, return to its hand. And we're playing 1 cartouche just because it... Okay. I'm intrigued to see what they do with this. Lotus Cobra is going to get them 2 extra mana here. 1 for the Outlook, 1 for the land coming in tapped. Do they just ramp? Are they going for a removal? What's the plan? Going for Windgrace. Okay. 1 for 2 mana again. And they'll get 2 mana again from the Lotus Cobra. I wonder what are they going to use it for? Green red. For Faithless Looting. Okay. I really would love some removal for Soul Windgrace. We'll probably throw this down as the land, but I really would love like a Borrowed Time. Valorous Stance would even be great. Just something to get rid of this, and then I think we're in really good shape. Homestead Charge is not it. I could keep this up if he tries to block with it. Do I try this? Maybe we can bait the block with Soul Windgrace, maybe? Does it work? Oh, that's great. I didn't actually expect that to work. I figured that they would see something coming, but wow, that was killer. That worked out really well for us now. The bad part is they can just immediately replay Windgrace, but at least it bought us another turn and got our board even wider because they can add literally any mana color now and play the Windgrace again. And they're just going to bring the Overlook back, or the Outlook back. Oh, Overlook, sorry. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Bring that Overlook back, get the 2 mana. Just intrigued to see what they're going to do with it. I would love a removal spell. Yeah, take what you want there, buddy. I would love a removal spell because as soon as this Windgrace gets dead again, it's going to take them a while to get it back out. And I guess with another land, they would get it back out. But again, they've spent literally their entire turn only playing that. Do I just Solidarity? They have to block Adeline. I guess they could chump it with Lotus Cobra, and they can block. Oh, double blocking. Yeah, I'm content with that. Taking a ton in the process. And the best part is all of my stuff had Vigilance. I think we're an Inspired Charge away from winning if we can draw land. First Dragon of War. Okay. So interestingly, they don't go for Windgrace again. Liliana, what? To make me discard? Okay, we'll just get rid of this Icy Manipulator. I gotta think here. They can just -2. They can just -2 Liliana and get rid of it. So I guess that wasn't the best play in the world. But I think, oh man, I think we ran out of our window. They're 1 mana away from just putting Windgrace back down. But if they're smart, yeah, they would -2 this first. Titan of Industry. Oh wow, okay. Gain 5, 4/4. You don't want to. Why destroy the enchantment? I would say gain 5 and 4/4. Go up to 13. Now you have 11 power on board. If I have a board wipe, I have a board wipe. But I don't think Trial of Solidarity does me any good. Neither does Ancestral Blade. I don't get that. I don't get that choice. I still think you make the 4/4 there. You want to put the pressure down because because now if you do that, my thing with the 4/4 there is you now untap, you get this counter, you can put Windgrace back down, and now you for sure have lethal on the next turn. Here, sure, I'll pitch the heroic charge. I feel like that would have been the better move, but I guess I can't see their hand, right? I don't know what their plan is. Intrigued to see what that last floating card is. Shatter Skull Smashing. Yeah, my hope was just to draw a Void Wipe there just to spite them, but yep, that is it. Bummer. All right, and that is going to be our last Adeline game. Adeline is not doing well for me tonight, so let's stop. Let's stop while we're ahead. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.